Now, let's talk about the build for rent business. We do see the build for rent business being at an inflection point. We're going to talk here about demand, the supply cliff, and what the future might hold. So, demand fundamentals, supply. The key point here is that we have seen a dramatic drop off in starts of build to rent projects and units, and that's going to mean a dramatically lower supply of BTR units hitting the market in 2027 and 2028. And that's going to be, in many ways, a fantastic time to hit the market with new supply because there will be drastically less competition then than there is today. We'll talk about the federal policy risk. And ever since January 7th, when President Trump made a statement about not liking the fact that institutional investors are buying so many homes, then the executive order resulted from that on January 20th, and then that caused the Road to Housing Act to then incorporate what's called Section 901, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. It's a terrible policy move. We really hope that Section 901 gets edited and amended before the bill passes. The very latest news, by the way, is that President Trump is saying that he wants the bill to pass right away in its current form, which would be quite bad and for the companies that are providing for those people. And then finally, the implications, scenarios, and takeaways. So the big picture is that demand is intact, but we have this supply cliff that's forming. So we're seeing a great deal of demand for rental product of this type that allows people to have private outdoor space, in some cases with a townhome, attached garage. And, it really provides a type of housing that is badly needed in the market. We're seeing a real dramatic drop in the number of completions already, and that's going to continue. And again, creating that opportunity as we go forward.
So, overall, when we take a look at build for rent, we have a lot of different product differences that are creating a very highly diverse asset class. And data tends to differ based on the different type of product that you're talking about. So, terminology is highly important here, especially as we get into performance and regulation around build for rent. So, you really have it differentiated between this detached single family. You have your townhomes and row homes, cottages, also called horizontal apartments, and then your scattered site single family rental. So the American dream has really shifted in recent years as many home buyers are now priced out of ownership, as we discussed in the previous section. And so they're either priced out or now they're just choosing to rent because they don't want to go through the hassles and high maintenance of home ownership. So these consumers, they really want space, which is what build for rent offers perfectly. You have private yards, detached garages, lower density communities compared to your traditional multifamily. So ultimately, this renter demand in the build for rent asset class continues to grow and strengthen. This provides a really strong foundation for demand for build for rent, and that's not going anywhere.